Looks like people are still logging on, so let's give them just a minute more. Okay. All right. Good afternoon. Hope you're all doing well. I just have a couple of relatively quick announcements for you guys, and then I'll open it up and see if you have any questions about today is technically the research ethics, but it could be really about anything. Excuse me. So for this evening, don't forget you have your reaction paper due, right? So that's the 1.5 to 2 page document that reflects on the article that you were given. And you can use the article, or you can use the helper article, or you can use both. So that was that Zaz article. So if you need additional information about that, of course you can ask, but there is information in a rubric that's posted on D2L for you guys. So that's the reaction paper. The other thing you have coming due, and that's not until a week from today, which is on September 16th, and that would be 3 research hypotheses. So I just want to spend a minute talking to you about that. I'll probably talk about it again on Friday. But the idea is that you want to have either an experiment or a survey, could be either one, some kind of hypothesis that involves, we would really like it to be one independent variable, one dependent variable. And the reason I'm asking you to choose 3 different hypotheses is because I don't want overlap among you guys. So I'll do it in the order received, and so if someone grabs something first, then you might get your second choice of those sort of things. Also, sometimes a hypothesis isn't really workable. So bear in mind, of course, the ethics constraints when you do this, but since you're not really conducting the study, you could technically have a interesting population that you might not have access to if you were actually doing the study. So just as a crazy example, will viewing uppercase words versus lowercase words increase one's reported level of quality of life? That's a really ridiculous, silly example, and I give it because for a couple reasons. One, I want to see if you immediately detect what was wrong with it, and 2, so it doesn't overlap with something you're thinking about. So when I read it out loud, you notice I formed it in a question, right? That's a very common thing that students might want to do, but I want you to form it as a hypothesis. So I'm going to make a statement as to how I think it's going to come out. So let's try again. Capital or uppercase letter words versus lowercase words those seeing, let me try that one more time. Those seeing uppercase words will report higher levels of happiness than those seeing lowercase words. Okay, so now you might have other ideas about words and how they might influence mood and those sort of things. So you could certainly, I'm not taking that away, you can certainly still study that. Maybe you're interested in music, maybe you're interested in sports. Really, because you're not conducting the study, you're really wide open. Maybe you're interested in a specific kind of cancer patient and how levels of pain impact quality of life and those sort of things. I don't know, but there's a wide field out there. And really at this point, I'm just asking you to try to find 3 ideas that you think might be interesting to follow up on and to do some research on this semester. So the idea being, I will choose hopefully one of those 3, and you will pursue that for your semester project. So make sure if you're choosing something, it's something you don't mind looking at the literature at a little bit, reading a little bit more, learning a little bit more about. Okay, but really it's a wide open field. in terms of independent variable and dependent variable, okay? And then we can go from there. Like I said, I'll mention this again on Friday. Yeah, I'll mention this again on Friday, but I think that's a good start for you guys. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you. I'll open it up to any sort of questions whatsoever. And again, if you were here just to kind of get that introduction and see what's due when, please feel free to log off as well. But again, I am happy to hang out and answer any questions you have. Hi, John. It's just you and me. So if you have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself and just ask directly.
Oh, I was gonna ask, what exactly is due tonight?
It's the reaction paper. Okay, so you will see some information about, actually, let me see if I can, I might be able to share my screen with you and show you where all the information is. So let's see if that might want to work. Give me 1 second. Maybe it doesn't want to work. Why not? Okay, so basically, if you go into D2L and you go under content, you will see reaction paper and you will see some information with it. And then if you go under assignments, you will see where you can actually drop the reaction paper. So you will see a rubric for it and you will see the actual article that you are supposed to read to help you answer the questions in the rubric. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I can, let's see, oh, why? Oh, I see why. Actually, I might be able to show you what I wanted to show you. Yeah, if I go to content, yeah, here you go. Let me just share this with you. So right now I'm in my D2L, of course, and I'm under content under reaction paper. And you can see here's the rubric, here's the main article that you want to read. And if you struggle with that article, read this article beneath it, because that's a little bit more straightforward.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Okay, you too.